see. For what people say, they stand straight. For today is good as any day. Y'all feel slightly this, let's resist. Raise your fist and pump like this. Promises, promises on the top. Don't cross the line, but you know it's right. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Lefty, let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Lefty, let's roll.
Rusty?
Hello, I'm muted, and I know there's an echo. There's always an echo.
Okay, there we go. How you feeling?
Boom. I'm not as bad as I was, but I'm still bad.
This weather is not helping us, my friend.
No, not really. Not really.
No.
No,
So what's going on with Mad Hatter?
Well, we'd like to see some more support from the community because we're being shut down by a township, and it's not a CRC issue. There's no fines. There's no law has been broken. It's just the town does not. The town is trying to put leverage on them so they can put a road in. That's what it really comes down to. But if they can do this to a mom and pop shop, they can do this to anybody.
Oh yeah.
The CRC is not supporting Mad Hatter. Where's the CRC support for Mad Hatter? I don't get it. I just don't get it. They've done everything that they were asked to do. It's very sad, and it's very sad that there's not more outrage from the community about this. I mean, there's some.
Now,
but
who in the community decided this? Where was there a meeting? Where was there? How did this come about? Did somebody just get a call and say, you know what, fuck them, we're not supporting them anymore?
I'd like to find out where this was voted on, if this was voted somewhere. I'm sure it was voted on in Woodbridge somewhere.
You would think.
It was a zoning issue? Was it a council issue? Was it I don't know. Very interesting because, this is happening to, this is unprecedented what's happening to Mad Hatter. Now, who's going to pay their taxes? Who's going to pay the employees that are out of work? Who's going to pay the vendors that are out? Who's going to keep the lights on? Pay to keep the lights on. Like, they're going to get hammered with money and I'm trying to set them up. This is ridiculous what they're doing to Mad Hatter. It's a mom and pop shop. It's not a MSO. And what they're doing to them is absolutely shameful. Where's the CRC's support? That's what I want to know. Where's their support? They didn't have to do what Woodbridge said. Woodbridge withdrew their support for Mad Hatter. That doesn't mean the CRC has to do the same. So I don't know. Maybe we should call Rob again and see what the hell's happening. But they're closed. They have to. They have all this weed that they can't sell. They have all this weed. What are they gonna do with it? I can't sell it now. So that's gone. What's that say?
So now they are closed. They're closed at the moment.
They're closed for now. And I'm podcasting at the Auto HD, the lovely Auto HD studios here in beautiful Dover.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah, I'm right by the train station. I got a great view. It's very nice over here. They've been here for years. I've been here, what, like 2 years now, right? What year? A year? You've been here 2 years. Third year. 3 years. This place is beautiful. If you ever need a T-shirt or any studio work done, audio-visual stuff, this is a place to go. Auto HD.
Yeah, I use my phone. I use my computer. You know me. What you see is what you get.
Mm-hmm.
The good, the bad, the bud. That was pretty good, right?
That is good. That's a commercial right there.
Okay, so I have my first little bowl of this pink mochi. Clearly, it did something.
What does that mean, John? Can you decipher what he's saying here? Botera is what's Botera?
What is Botera, Johnny?
What is that? Botera?
Ask your doctor if Botera is right for you.
Yeah. Side effects.
And some side effects include
nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, no doubt.
And death.
You know, the smart ones they're not listing those three all in order now. They sneak them in two and then one. Yeah, why would you have that whole thing? You just wait for it.
Yeah. Okay, good. How is it? Have you been in there?
It's a new dispo, Johnny, and I guess he's been in there.
Oh, I just asked.
He's always looking for good deals, so for wax. Johnny likes his wax.
Okay. Good deals. I'm going to tell you. Go down to Highland Park. Go to Blackburn. Go to Blackburn. Tell them I sent you. They'll take care of you. They're very good. They're very friendly. They're like your neighborhood pharmacy. That's what they claim, and that's exactly who they are. They're right on Woodbridge Avenue in Highland Park. You can get there from Route 1, and they have great deals. They have very good deals, and they take care of their customers. But yeah, head over there and tell them Liz sent you. Okay, honey?
I will. Highland Park sounds fun.
I love Highland Park.
Have you been to Hashery?
No, that Hashery's up in Hackensack.
Yes, it is.
I have, I'm so limited on my driving because sitting in the one position for too long really fucks up my back. But, I'll make it up there. I really want to get up there. I wanted to go to Buttercake, but we'll see.
That's coming up.
Huh?
That's coming up in Elizabeth in March.
Yeah.
Marina, they have discounts for medical patients. So yeah, if you show your medical card, you'll get a discount. And I bought an ounce for like $93 the other day.
Mm.
Yeah, $93 ounce because of my medical card and my points. It was nice. So yeah, Hashery is really good. I like the Hashery. They got good deals. For flour deals.
Okay. Yeah, no, Blackburn has they have such a huge variety. It's BLKBRN. That's how it's spelled.
Okay.
They are my dispensary. Them and Puffin. Puffin in New Brunswick is also very good.
It's very nice inside there.
Oh, wait till you see Blackburn. It's huge. And they do events. They do they have so many discounts. It's ridiculous. And yes. What they usually do, and I found this with most dispensaries, you get 10 or 15% off if you have a medical card, which is great because the difference is the taxes. Taxes are 6.625%. So you're getting 10 or 15% off. You're getting a deal.
Hi, Big Mo. Happy New Year. Sunshine Queen. And Big Mo says watery, oily stools is one of the side effects. I wouldn't know about that.
Always.
Yeah,
all right. So
what
steps are you guys taking now to? Honestly, I think the biggest thing you got to find out is who the fuck said they didn't like you anymore.
Right?
Right. What did we do to you? Why don't you like us anymore?
And why do you give us no notice? You give us one day notice. There was no notice given, no warning. This blindsided everybody.
Do they have a lawyer?
Yeah. We got the County Business Association trying to help out now. Yeah.
Okay. Because this is ridiculous. That had to come from somewhere.
Let's see if we're
who is it? The CRC said that Woodbridge is no longer supporting you. Who told that to the CRC?
What does no longer supporting you mean in that case? I gotta tell you, what you really need to do is write it out like you were going to give the shortest speech you could on what is going on, and not have you got to look it up or something. I forgot earlier it was something to find out, but it's to be able to succinctly and clearly reiterate what you want to say without trying to grab it out of that train of words going through your head at that moment. I mean, almost like reading somebody their rights. They always read them. It's to be able to do that, so it's really clear. Because the support from the CRC could, you can see how that would manifest itself or not, but.
And you need to find out
what is township support. I mean, is it a permit of some kind? It's not really a legal thing, is it?
It's unprecedented what they've done to Mad Hatter. It's absolutely.
Yeah. But what is their support?
No, definitely. But we got to get it fixed.
But they pulled their support. What
did they send any mail saying?
What was their support? You haven't even answered me what their support is. Somebody's going to be wondering that.
Yeah,
what does it mean? Is it a handshake and then I don't shake your hand anymore? I mean, right. It isn't statutory. It doesn't yank their permit.
What does it mean?
It just says we're unfriending you or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much.
All right. So, but see, to me, that it carries no weight is the CRC's lack of support of the Mad Hatter not getting the support of the township. That's two kinds of support. Is the CRC support a little stronger than that? In other words,
Did the CRC ask why? Did they ask Woodbridge why we're not in the circle of trust anymore?
Apparently, the CRC is not getting back to the Mad Hatter. They're not returning any emails or calls right now. So it's
or from the lawyer.
It's a shit show right now. And
what could the CRC do to change course of this? Should they have decided to do anything? Because they're going to be probably sitting there going, "That's not in our lane. That's not our purview."
Not our purview. Purview.
Yeah, that's right. I said it. Purview.
Purview. That's the word that they always use.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, who's going to pay the taxes? Who's going to pay all the bills right now?
You should file a lawsuit.
There's going to be. There's a CRC.
Considering there's bills that they had to pay all along just to get to this point, when they couldn't do business before, before opening, all that it took, to be in the game still, I mean.
And what have they done with that money?
Well, they certainly.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. The CRC meeting on Wednesday, and the meeting on Wednesday is a town hall, and it's for people to come on and talk about what they should do with the tax, with the revenue they receive from recreational cannabis in New Jersey. So I registered to speak, and I'm going to speak until they cut me off about how they should pay Mad Hatter's taxes and Mad Hatter's bills and Mad Hatter's vendors, because this is bullshit that the CRC is not supporting a mom and pop dispensary who has done nothing wrong, has done nothing to deserve this. People out of work, all this the weed that's sitting there wasted, the medicine that people need. Like, what the hell is going on here? It's ridiculous.
They need to do a road. That's what's going on.
Yeah, they're looking for that road.
Didn't you say you saw plans for it or something?
Look on Google Maps, you'll see it. It's Belgrade Road. Belgrade Road. It's a fictitious road that goes through the parking lot, and it's going to go to Sprouts, I guess, that business over there.
Yeah.
Big
I
mall.
would bring that up at the CRC meeting too and say, look, here it is on Google Maps. You've already got it. You know, what are they going to, how are they going to get you out? You know, are they going to do, what the hell is that called? Just when they take your shit.
Eminent domain.
Eminent domain. Yep. That's something you better watch out for.
That's what they're going to do.
Yeah. Yeah. He needs to watch out.
It's really sad. It's like I keep saying, it's a mom and pop shop. They've been in business there for 50 years.
Yeah.
Paying taxes in Woodbridge 50 years. There's businesses there. It's a different business now, but it's the same people doing business there, selling weed now.
Yeah.
They sold lingerie before. It was a lingerie store before, and now they sell weed. No, there was two. There was the adult bookstore, and then there was the big dispensary now, but that used to be lingerie.
Yeah.
It was a clothing store, just strictly like, nice clothing. But yeah, so they've been in business forever there, and this is just some crap that's going on. The owners are I feel bad for the owners because they're just like,
what the fuck?
Yeah, what the hell did we do wrong? They've done so much to get compliance with everything. All the things that they have to comply with, they've complied with.
And paid lots of money.
Paid lots of friggin' money up the wazoo. What more do you want? I mean,
firstborn, what,
They're helping businesses to fail in New Jersey. They're making businesses fail with this bullshit. This is bullshit.
Oh, it's absolutely bullshit.
I mean, I've seen what the CRC does to some businesses. They make them put special boards in. And after they're already done, they say, oh, no, you got to take that down and redo it and put this in. And you got to redo this. After they're already done, they'll come back and do it again. It's like...
Yep, exactly.
Well, you know how much overhead these people have already? Just to keep the doors open, Mad Hatter has to spend like $10,000 a month just to keep the doors open.
Oh, I know. It is not cheap. And, with things like electric rising and, well, they don't have rent, but, the cost of doing business in this state, whether it's, cannabis or anything else, it's a lot of money. And when it's cannabis, it's like 1,000 times more. And they make up more, different fees. You need a fee for this. You need a fee for that. Wait, we forgot that fee.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, there's more.
Mm-hmm. Yes, but wait, there's more.
Open back up selling corn.
Open back up selling corn. Corn on the cob? Like what? One of them corn food trucks? Why don't you guys do that? Why don't you get like 3 or 4 food trucks there? Since you can't sell the weed, this is a way to get people there. And they can't say jack shit about it. Here, you can. Yeah.
What a shit show.
I mean, it's such bullshit. Like I said, I want to know who said that they don't like you anymore in Woodbridge.
Right. I want to know where was the vote? Was there a vote? Who voted on this? Where was the vote?
Was there any communication? Did you know they were going to vote on this? Did you get the opportunity to defend yourself? There's 1,000 questions here.
I'm going to have to go back in the minutes of the meetings, check all the minutes now. Because it could have been on the agenda. We just missed it. I mean, geez.
Yeah. But you got no notification that this is something that was going to be voted on. You got no notification it was voted on. You got nothing. You got nothing.
Except take your weed and go home. What town council members are against this? It says here. That's a good question. We need to go to the minutes. I need to find the minutes. We probably need to go to Woodbridge Council meeting and ask what the story is.
Yeah.
Tell them exactly what we're saying here.
I'm surprised Rob hasn't gone yet.
Yeah. When is the next Woodbridge Council meeting? Let's figure that out. Hold on. Let me look.
Okay, you're going to Google it?
Yes, I will.
Stop scratching me. Go. Go, go, go. Yes, I love you. You're beautiful. You're my baby girl. Stop scratching me. Not to be outdone, baby boy. Baby boy. Yeah. Sergeant Fomo.
Okay. All right. Council. Oh, January 20th. Great.
Today.
Great.
Let Rob know. Tell him to get his ass over there. It'll probably be dinner time.
I'm sure he's listening.
Okay, Rob, get your ass down to Woodbridge.
Rob Woodbridge has a meeting tonight at
6, 7, 7:30. And those are the questions to ask. If you are listening, Rob, this is what you need to ask. Who doesn't like us anymore? When was it voted? What did we do that you don't like us anymore? Obviously, not that old lady-ish, but you know what I mean.
Agenda for action is February 3rd. So wait. Is this the meeting? Is it a February 3rd meeting or a January 20th? This is very unclear. What the? It says for discussion on January 20th, for action on February 3rd.
Okay, so you talk about it tonight and you decide on it next week.
I don't understand what this is. This is the worst website I've ever seen.
Hi. You're so handsome. You're so handsome.
Do we have council? Council. Government. So I can go through some of the old minutes, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I'd also request a copy of whatever correspondence the CRC received from Woodbridge telling them that, they no longer support you. You need to know these things because, this is a democracy. Everybody is innocent until proven guilty, and everybody has the right to defend themselves. And they have the right to confront their accusers. If you're holding everything back, this is not a democracy.
The right to confront your accusers, if it's a township council, is at their council meetings. So,
yeah, but
Rob needs to go there to do that instead of all the wondering of all the things and what needs to be asked. That's where it needs to be. I mean,
that's exactly where it needs to be asked.
Rob, call on StreamYard. I'll send you the link.
This is what I'm going to say, because I don't want to get into a whole protracted thing.
What?
I don't want to get into a whole protracted conversation, okay? We have tried everything, and at this point, going to a council meeting and asking is not the right time because I can't even find my CRC inspector. He doesn't have voicemail anymore.
Is he still with the company? Is he still an inspector?
Don't know. There's a lot of unanswered questions here, and what should scare everybody is take me out of the equation, take Mad Hatter out of the equation, that if this does go through, that any municipality will actually be able to do this to any cannabis business.
Yep, for any reason and without documentation.
Any reason, no notice, pull their support, and then what? Miraculously, my license is still good until February 17th, the day we open.
Uh-huh.
And I can't even get rid of the inventory that I have because nobody at the CRC will return a phone call to Jimmy. And by the way, they were provided all the documentation about a week before the meeting, okay? And they still claimed that they did not have the documentation. And then when we got our cure letter from the CRC, after they took a vote, it miraculously was asking for community support. The original cure letter did not ask for community support.
Okay, that's very, very important.
There's a lot of different things that are going on, and I'll be honest with you. It's not the CRC. It's not the CRC. The CRC is caught inside of this. And think about it. I just want you to think about this. If I was any other type of business, I would be able to stock my shelves.
Mm-hmm.
But since I'm a cannabis business, I can't stock my shelves, okay? And I can't sell what I have in inventory.
All right. But meanwhile, you've got your MSO up the street that is supposed to be closing down this year because they're a hot mess.
Exactly. And it is here's the thing. If AYR was not up the street from me, I would have a little bit of an issue. But since it's the street from me and AYR has violations across the board, okay, and everything, okay, it's very simple. The town is behind this, and it is one person at the town.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to say anything about the individual yet, okay, because here's the thing. We all love to talk, and yes, Lefty, am I angry? Of course I am. Okay, I will slightly apologize for our conversation earlier. Okay, but I've hired a PR crisis team because you know what? If nobody else is going to give a shit about the industry, I might as well.
Somebody has to. And you're the one that's, not getting dinner first before you're getting fucked.
Yeah, and this is ridiculous. And
Rob, was there a vote? Was there a vote by the council or anything?
Yes, there was a vote. We didn't even know we were on the agenda because normally you just pass right through. We didn't even need to give community support because our original community support letter was support for life.
Well, then you can use that.
Oh, there's 101 different things. And here's the thing. I don't want to do something stupid and I don't want to do something reckless. Okay? But I wouldn't be hiring somebody to tell me what to do unless I was outside of my realm. Okay.
Yeah.
And you guys all know me. I don't know. And here's the thing that nobody wants to talk about. I'm staring down the barrel of $100,000 legal bill. At least. And we don't have the money for that. We don't. My lender is going to foreclose on the property because I'm not going to be able to make my $11,000 a month payment just to him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I feel like you know, it's like retarded, but I feel like setting up a GoFundMe page for the simple fact that if nobody else can see what's about to happen, you're all jackasses and morons. Okay, that means that Cureleaf, that now controls 37 operations in New Jersey, 37. Okay, you're going to have a monopoly in your back door of 5 companies in an afternoon. All they have to do is pay the municipalities off, probably like I would assume Air did.
Well, that the Cureleaf is a whole other animal. What happened to all their fines? There's $600,000 in fines. Where did that go? What happened to that?
But that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
And here's the thing. You see, when we pledged the land, we also pledged our license. So therefore, the town not only has to fight Mad Hatter, they also have to fight our lender. And they have very deep pockets and a lot of fucking lawyers.
That's what you want.
I don't think that they accounted for that.
Well, whoops.
So there's certain tactics and certain things that I can do, and I just need somebody to tell me yes or no.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. And I'm waiting for that call. I have an entire camera crew ready to show up to do a real presentation of our side of the story.
That's what needs to happen.
Yes, because it's too hard to explain.
No, absolutely.
But the point is, this all takes it takes money to feed this.
Yep.
We have a very finite amount, and I'm waiting. In the next 24 hours, I'm going to make my move. If my lawyers say no, I shouldn't be doing this, if I should not be doing this, I have to listen to an entire fucking group of people and then make a decision on what we're going to do.
Absolutely. But that's what you're paying them for. A lot.
I'm hoping that I can pay them for.
Yeah.
So I thank everybody for the support. The idea that nobody sees the bigger picture here. Either I'm really fucking dumb, okay, or nobody wants to see the real picture here. That even if you have municipal support, they can pull municipal support whenever they want, and you know what's going to happen? The municipal lawyer is going to go, Mad Hatter v. Woodbridge. Now you have to prove it twice as hard for second round.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I didn't go to, law school. I
Right.
did a lot, but I'll tell you, I want to come out with something, and I will take anybody's input. You all know us, okay? Sometimes we're crazy, but we're all here just trying to make this work.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't. I don't understand. Maybe people just don't know about it. But I don't get it. I'd be concerned if I was a cannabis person. It's either that or nobody gives a shit anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Matter will live on, but where, I don't know. Getting a little too cold up here.
I'm going to go through the minutes and find out when they voted. Do you know what day they voted on this or no?
January 6th or 7th or something, about a week ago.
Oh, shit.
Wait a minute. A week ago?
It was unanimous?
I'm assuming.
So they rushed that through before the CRC, but there was no problem with the community before that.
Yes.
That doesn't tell me that doesn't look suspect.
Yeah, that's so very strange.
Yeah, all of a sudden you were fine until.
Yep. And we were in constant contact, and then the licensing person. It is fucking cold out. The licensing person that we were assigned to right after the vote goes on vacation. And now we're CC'd to somebody else in licensing, and for literally the past 8 days, we have heard no response to them and probably emailed them, to my knowledge, 6 or 7 times. With no response back.
Well, of course, no response back. Was that through the lawyer or was that through you?
No notice of hey, 60 days, 90 days. According to them, according to their own cure letter, when they send out a cure letter, the cure letter has to have a date and an amount of time to meet this.
Right.
This did not have a date on it at all.
Interesting. Very interesting.
And now, when we call our inspector, we just get, according to Jimmy, he doesn't have a direct extension like everybody else does.
No.
He, it's very funny. He came in, he made some comments. Hey, you need to have a security guard up front. He said, we normally do. He said have somebody there 24/7 or have somebody on the floor acting as security. So we made the change, and that was the last we ever heard from him.
I have two computers. I'm using both computers.
So you don't even know if he's still there.
But the thing is, were we in violation of a redevelopment agreement? Yes, we were. Okay, we were in violation of a redevelopment agreement, but the town had violated the redevelopment agreement before we did. And then when we alerted them, they pushed it off. And the only time that they came back to us was asking us for more money into the town escrow account that they could keep sending off to the lawyer, okay, without telling us what the lawyer was even doing for us, yet deducting out of the account every single month. So I called
Shocking.
billing, okay, and even they've been doing that since day one of the redevelopment agreement that has been negotiated for almost 2 years. 2 years. Every time we ask a question, we get stonewalled about our ownership, about over-taxation, okay, about why were we paying insurance on municipal land, okay? If we don't own it, then we need that money back from the municipality, okay? And would we get that? No. But would they grant us the land? They probably would. Okay, but what? I have to go to court, okay, and fight them? So they take away my only source of income to fight them.
Right.
Yep. And that's about all I can really say, because the rest of it's going to be proprietary real estate law 101 provided by 420.
Right. Well, good luck, Rob. Like, seriously, you definitely have your work cut out for you, but you have a lot of evidence that there's if you can make this public and everybody sees what's going on, then you know what? It'll make a difference, for other dispensaries, hopefully.
I will take it. I will take all the evidence, okay? But the thing that I'm missing is the voice, okay? We need other people to understand this. The cannabis community, okay, on both sides needs a little re-education. Okay, one being we don't make millions and millions of dollars, and two, you know what? Our customers have to fight for us as hard as we fight for them. By good prices.
100%. 100%. So you're not going tonight to the council meeting?
I don't think there is a council meeting, and to be honest, if I walked into that council meeting, okay, I'll tell you, the pews would come unglued from the fucking floor, okay? The doors would fly off, okay? Because every time I walk into that building, okay, it's like nuclear, okay? They know I'm on the parking lot. They have told me to leave meetings that I was entitled to. They've refused to give me information about a piece of property I own portion of. That's how much they hate us.
Mm-hmm.
Why they hate us? Okay? Because we will not play their game of eminent domain so that they can put a road in and erode the value of land that's been owned by the same family for 47 years, where, to be honest with you, there's going to be no traffic improvement whatsoever. Okay, unless they change the entire traffic pattern. Okay, and then you're going to tell me, here's the other thing. They had this in place well before, okay, we had really truthfully come to the table. As soon as that road, Redwood Street, popped up, we knew we were in trouble. Okay?
If that was the case, why didn't they just say, listen, this is not a place where we want a dispensary, maybe over here, maybe whatever, or we don't want it in the town, but...
Why? No. You know why, Liz? You know why?
Why?
because they gave us an offer. The developer next door gave us an offer of $1.4 million for the space. Now, 6 months prior to that, we had an offer for $5.5 million from our next door neighbor. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
If I sold the property to the next door neighbor, he would not be able to store his cars there because the town forced us to sign a redevelopment agreement that took those rights away from the land, okay, so that they could grandfather or zone the land to be cannabis use only. Now, let me ask you a question. If there's no place to put a dispensary on cannabis-only property, okay, or put as a dispensary that can't stay in business, where do you think that direction came from in a town that by law only has 2 dispensary licenses?
Mm-hmm. It came from those big developers who are leaning on the town council and coming up with bullshit so that they can get what they want done, and the hell with you.
No, it came from AYR because it's a safe way to prove that they cannot put a dispensary there, okay? So therefore, that's the only place that's zoned for a Class 5 license of retail. So they effectively have created a monopoly no matter what.
Even though they're dead in the water.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say is this was planned 3 years ago, every single way for us to fail. Okay? And their way of saying this was, well, you violated the redevelopment agreement. You violated the redevelopment agreement. You violated it in the first month. And we gave notice that you had violated it, and you never did anything until, you see, so sometimes information is worth a lot. So about 6 months ago, I got a phone call from somebody, okay? And I'm almost 70% who that person was. And that person offered me a cannabis license in the state of New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
And guess where the license was located?
Woodbridge?
Yes.
Okay, I have something here.
Okay, thank you.
On December 2nd,
Yep.
Council President Spillar says, regarding Resolution 12, which is the resolution withdrawing local support for Mad Hatter dispensaries to operate a Class 5 license, I ask that my fellow councilmates join me in supporting this resolution. This was one of only 2 that were permitted along Route 1 corridor because it fell within a redevelopment area. The only good thing I will say about this is the Adult Variety Center is closed and will never open up again. They sold us a broken box of rocks and not adhering to what they needed to do, including knocking down the existing Variety Center within a 6-month period that was 4th in their redevelopment agreement. Along with a plethora of other things, we will pull their support and will notify the state.
They never notified the state because the state would have to notify us. They never notified us that we were there for a vote. We were never ever notified that anything was wrong by the town with the support, or we were going to a vote. What Corey Spiller did not like was we threw a car show on private property. Private property.
Mm-hmm.
Invitation only. When we spoke to the town prosecutor, who said You don't need a permit for that. As long as it's private and it's not open to the public, nope. And by the way, we have Corey Spiller. We have about 50 people about he came there and he's yelling and screaming about shutting the car show down and that we don't have permits and this, that. Okay, fine. And you know what I did 3 days after that? I called him. He's never ever called me back. So if that's what the minutes say and that's what they claim, okay, we'll reopen the bookstore. Okay, because guess what? Everything goes back to the way it was before, correct?
Mm-hmm.
If they violated the agreement, then we get to go back. Now, here's the thing. They can't stop me from getting goods. The only thing is, I'm not going to have booths in the back, so they can't shut me the fuck down.
Yeah.
But they'll try. Now, let me ask you a question. Now, logically, since I'm speaking to you guys, okay, if they try and shut me down in the bookstore, don't you think that would say that this seems like malicious intent?
Totally.
Yeah.
Like something was wrong here?
Mm-hmm.
This was a hit job of some kind?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, but the support is great and wonderful, and it's going to come to a time where, you know, we're sitting in a courtroom, and I don't understand. If I had problems with my town, I would be shitting bricks right now. But you know what? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. But then again, I didn't know.
Exactly. And in there lies the problem.
Yes.
Or therein lies the problem.
We're shut down, and if we're such a bad company because we didn't knock down the building, okay, we have been asking PSE&G for about 4 months now, okay, to give us a disconnect on the power and move it to a new pole. And have had no responses back to them, to my knowledge.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, it's just more evidence. You are doing your due diligence.
You know,
you can't knock a building down with live wires. Seriously.
Exactly. You know.
Yeah, well, you have evidence that, you know, you have been trying to do this for 4 months and today A, B, C, and D. That's the best I can do. I am not going to tear down a building that has live wires on it. I'm not going to do that. And if you force me to do that, we're going to have an issue.
So, well, I thank everybody, and I'm obviously going to keep everybody very posted of what's going on. And you know, the funniest thing is Corey Spiller. Okay, Corey Spiller, being the borough president, great, wonderful. Corey Spiller has nothing but bad blood with this family going back 25 years. Okay, to everything under the sun. You know.
Maybe that's something that should be addressed in time.
Well, yeah. You know, the funniest thing is now a town is talking about. I just saw this. Ocean Township is thinking of imposing a 33% 33% local tax. Okay, so that they can clean up their beach erosion. 33 1/3% tax on weed purchased within the corridor going to Ocean City.
It's amazing what they think of to do.
You're basically getting highway hijacked if you want to.
Oh, seriously, and that is a recipe for those dispensaries closing down. At least two of them.
Let me ask you a quick question. What's the difference between what I'm going through right now and the municipality having the power to extra tax its people? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, there's absolutely no difference. What they're doing in both instances is they're doing whatever the fuck they want, and they have no accountability for it, and they want that control. They want to, have that money.
Then somebody at the CRC, so they'll say, well, fine, we're not involved in taxation. Okay, we're only there regulating the product. Yes, but if you take, you see, here's where the problem arises. The CRC does not want to fight with the municipalities. That's clear and evident from a lot of different things I've heard. Okay, that was the one thing that everybody really knew was going to be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So the CRC's position has been, we're not going to get involved in municipal problems, okay, but in this instance, okay, this is not fair, and what should have been done, since it's never been done, and this has never happened before, okay, so what, you just cut me off at the knees and go, oh, fuck it, you'll figure it out, you're smart enough.
Mm-hmm.
Well, once again, I mean, thanks everybody. It's been, I wish Jimmy could say he was pulling out his hair, but he stopped shaving, so he is growing hair.
Well, fingers crossed, and, anything we can do. But you got lawyers. They'll tell you what to do.
Thank you, guys. I got to take this. Thank you.
Thanks, Rob.
Okay, take care.
Take it easy, Rob.
Well, there it is. There you go. Like I said, a shit show.
Yep.
Absolute shit show.
It's a damn shame.
So, yeah, that meeting was back in December, and they talked a lot of shit, and we never got to respond. We never got to say a damn word.
And everything they were saying is hearsay, correct? Except blowing up the building.
If that's what it comes down to, I'm sure the building will come down. Otherwise, they're going to open it up again. So it's either coming down or it's going to be opened up again, because somebody has to make money here. And
yeah,
people are losing their jobs. They're losing their livelihoods. They're losing their shirt.
Minds.
Sheesh.
Well, we also got to see what they're doing with regards to the home grow, since now it seems to be quite a subject. And Scutari, what another bill he has, with one other person, Bucco.
One other bill about what?
No, for people to recriminalize.
Yeah.
People buying illegal and interstate trade.
Well, he's got something brand new. Scutari does. Now, what he's got that's brand new is Governor Cheryl.
Yeah.
She is not Phil Murphy. She's not going to remain idly by after the things that she said about supporting home grow for both adults and patients. So basically, she's busy as can be right now. However, this is for a person who's busy. She has to take as much time as it takes to simply tell one of her staffers, get in touch with Senate President Guittari and tell him I want Bill 1758 to be posted for hearing as soon as possible. That's all. 1758 is the new number of the 1393. And it was posted on the 13th with all 9 co-sponsors still co-sponsoring. So this is what normally would be time to hit the ground running, but we hit the ground like Willie Stargell stole bases. He was just a big guy in baseball, and he got an accidental base steal, and he didn't know how, and he ran down to second, and he went feet first, but he just plopped like a beached whale about 5 feet away. And as the guy went to tag him, he went to call timeout. There's no timeout in freaking baseball. And Willie Stargell, Hall of Famer. So anyway, I'm just saying that this would be us hitting the ground, like just flopping down face first and waiting for another 2 years, see what happens. So, well, to that end, I did post something immediately for coming on, and it was came with a little before it, but it was an email to Senator Vitelli's office. And then I backed it up with a phone call. Actually, I called first and then sent it right after I got an answering machine and paraphrased it. But the thing is, she could simply say that. How long would that take? You know what I mean? This is an opportunity for her to back up what she said for a healthcare matter by simply saying it should be heard, because she doesn't know what to make of it until then, and don't keep her waiting, that sort of thing. So she can get somebody on it. Now that's fair. It wouldn't take her long, but she has to be aware of that, meaning somebody on her team has to be aware of it, because that's an easy score. That's called low-hanging fruit, Right. And if she doesn't, it makes her look not quite like she really supports it. And this is totally on her and her staff's mind. So that's why I forget what my email included. Oh, yeah, that as a co-founder of the Coalition for Medical Marijuana New Jersey, I owe it to patients to keep them in the loop. So to that effort, extend, I'm posting this email. This engagement on my Facebook presence and to other cannabis orgs, meaning to whoever
sees it should send an email.
Yeah, well, that's but see, Joe Vitelli's office, then, it's sort of like to be kind of officially asked, and I've been on a Zoom, actually 2 Zoom meetings with him, and I remember he was a little bit miffed at me for after we talked about this, it still wasn't a clear statement. It really wasn't. It was pretty clear. And I said, let me be clear. What you're saying is you will, again, ask them to post this or do that. You're saying that? I said, yes, that's what I'm saying. And he kind of snapped at me. And then I calmly said back, well, I need to hear that on record. So thank you. That's the whole point, is everybody's looking out for their own image.
Well, of course,
I'm looking out for my own image and brand too. I want people, which is, trust me, I'm doing the best I can. I'm not full of shit, and a lot of people are. It's things like, I have no plans to and never have made 1 cent off of anything I had to do with advocacy. As a matter of fact, I had several $1,000s in the hole if you added it all up, And, but thing is, it's really time now. And if I'd thought about it, because the new governor was sworn in, I think somewhere around 10 o'clock or 11, it was before noon, I would have been, it was in Newark. First time since '98, it wasn't in Trenton, but I would have still gone there to say good riddance, Phil Murphy, and why, and just stand out there knowing it was ending right then, So what we got is this bill that has been blocked, and all the new governors being asked to do is see that it gets a hearing. Don't let this go on any longer. It's a health care bill. It needs attention now, and it's that easy to do. It's so basically,
and it's been squashed for 4 years.
Well, basically, she should be hearing about this. Her office somewhere is taking phone calls. People should start calling in and do that. That's something anybody could get busy on. I'm not necessarily that guy. I've already made my call. My email. Oh, you're muted, Lefty.
Yeah.
Jim, thank you, and thank Jeff King for getting that bill to the table, because it was you and Jeff that really pushed to get that going. I want everyone to know that Jeff King is a very unsung hero in this whole thing. He's a very humble man. He doesn't ask for any recognition. He does everything behind the scenes.
Yeah, but what he does excel in is the simple things, mostly without being asked. He maintains contact with Vin Gopal about things and other things, but what he's done, and for me, he forwarded what I suggested, knowing it was as he felt to his Senator Vin Gopal, things, and he didn't change the words. He didn't add anything to them. He just copied and pasted it, and it worked fine. And the beginning, I'll tell you where the beginning was. It was when Jeff all by himself went on Vin Gopal's Facebook page, and there was I guess there was back and forth going on, other things as it is. And Jeff was asking him some simple questions, and Vin Gopal just showed me a screenshot, instead of trolling me here on Facebook about this, why don't you hit me up legit for a meeting, and we could be talking about this or whatever. To which Jeff instantly replied, I swear if I remember right, because he showed me, he might actually, as Jim Miller told me this might happen. That's why the 2 times that I did email you are posted right now on letpatientsgrowNJ.com. You can see them there. He was back in touch with Jeff immediately, and things just did
evolved.
Really, really quickly after that. So, it was sort of like Vin was ready to do the right thing, but Jeff stirred that up by simply typing. It must have been grueling, what the hell? So yeah, Jeff King is, and I've told him often, I'll tell anybody, if we were just that much like him, we'd be done with this. We would be done. But we are like cats, not dogs. Cats don't herd. You have a race, they all go different directions.
Pack of cats.
Yeah.
Well, this concludes our podcast. Yeah, I'll get it better. I'll get it down.
You're not bad at all.
Yeah, that was not your best effort.
No, I need a microphone.
Oh, you do? Well, you kind of do, but you got to let it more out. This concludes our podcast.
This concludes our podcast.
Yes, no vibrato. That would have been pretty good.
Thank you, Auto HD Studios, and thank you, Councilman Chris Armato, for the support tonight. I really appreciate it. We're kind of like homeless. I'm homeless right now. I'm couch surfing.
And Chris is also the one whose senator is Minority Leader Senator Bucco, an original co-sponsor of the bill that needs to be heard.
Yeah, he is very pro.
I long ago broached the subject of maybe, and this was like, and now, not just a constituent, but maybe a rising young star.
Maybe people listen to
I think anyway, I'll definitely, I'm going to make sure. See, the thing is, his senator is the one who, as leader of the minority in the Senate, Leader Bucco, he's called.
Leader Bucco.
Yeah, President. I forgot. Yeah, he's supposed to be a check and balance on the majority party, Senator Scutari, and all a constituent would really need to do was to suggest it'd be nice if he demonstrated his support with more than just signing his name and doing nothing after that. Especially minority leader should be saying, you're withholding information by your from your Senate colleagues by way of not allowing them to hear both pro and con about this bill, to do their own risk-benefit decision. You're keeping it from them. We got a new governor now. Why don't you make it easy? Let go the rope and let it be heard. Senator Bucco could do that. And how good would he look for that? A lot better than just signing his name and not doing it. Because signing his name and not doing it's greenwashing. It's looking good without giving anything for it. In other words, Republicans are the party of no. Oh, no, I co-sponsored the bill. Yeah, you didn't stand up for it. Greenwashing.
Well, Councilman Amata is going to make it happen. Whatever we need, Councilman Amata is going to make it happen. Here in Dover and in New Jersey.
He basically needs to pick up where Jen Caden left off. She was the one that was helping me communicate with Senator Bucco all the way from the beginning. And basically, he could forward her, say this is information that Jen made sure I had before she moved to Florida. And I want to pick up where she left off. I mean, it'd be really cool. I haven't put it together yet, but everything's looking good.
Well, thank you, Mad Hatter. Thank you, Auto HD Studios, CMMNJ, UFCW, Arlo Glass, Oprahmachine.com, and SativaCross.org, where you can donate $25 or $1. And here's our bill for the evening.
Oh,
I like it.
That's best. That's the best.
I like it a lot.
It's not charring.
It's a wine glass. It's a wine glass, and it's a wine glass and a doob tube. So you got a little booze and a little blizz. Yeah. Booze and blizz.
That was good.
Me and Chris, we need some more blizz, I think, because we're in pain. I need some blizz. Liz needs the blizz. Jim needs the blizz, because we are all in pain. I know you're all in pain. And anyone out there who needs your blizz, it's time. It's time for the blizzard, everybody. But first, our list, and it begins with Cheryl, Sabina, Diane, Gracie, Cindy, Marie, Jack, Joan, Randy, Polly, Bill, Chad, Jeremy, Colette, Matt, Troy, Russ, Roger, Jay, Ella, Hattie, Jackie, Anthony, Jake, Armando, Felicia, Lynn, Dan, Sean, Joyce, Lori, Frank, Brian, Flo, Carl, Thorne, Frank, Lorraine, Terry, Charlotte, Cher, Jaybird, Michael, Marley, Colette, Brendan, Red, Rico, Lou, Becky, LaWanda, Chip, Paul, Lisa, Marcus, Gary, Julia, Wayne, Waxy, Joe Marie, Jeff.
This is the year.
I don't want any more names added to this list this year. Everybody listen to me. Everybody, you all listen to me. Don't get on this list this year. Give me 1 year without any names, please. 1 year. That's all I ask. 1 year. Give us homegrown meeting first.
I'm good for 10 to 20 years.
Geez, please. Had enough. Last year was brutal. Well, thanks everybody. I appreciate you. We'll see you next time. See you Thursday.
Yes. Have a great night. I'm going to make some pierogies, and I'll see you Thursday.
All righty. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
We're still growing out old as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. The going down of the sun in the morning, we will remember them.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
See ya.